Moving on. So an LGBTQ activist beats up a father and a son together. Now this LGBTQ activist was wearing these like knuckle gloves. You know what I'm talking about? The ones with like the hard, what's the like carbon fiber on it? I think that's what it is. Not sure of the exact material, but it's like the hard knuckle. They're basically legal brass knuckles. If you really think about it, they're legal brass knuckles, legalized brass knuckles. So Real News Michiana, I think that's how you say that, has obtained video showing LGBTQ activists viciously beating a teenager as he attempts to call 911 to help his injured father. Love the group of love and acceptance, everybody. They're so loving and accepting that they beat a teenager who's just trying to call 911 for his father, who was also attacked. By the way, this video, I'm not going to show it on the show because it's a lot.
Psych! Get out of here! What I say, get the fuck out of here now! Get the fuck out of here! Yeah, get your shit! I'll knock you the fuck out! Get out of here! You ass motherfuckers need to register as child molester. Fuck out of here now! You get more of them. I wasn't even trying to go. You guys are acting right. I need to guys here, everybody, for freedom of speech. You have your freedom of speech. I have mine. She hit me with a fucking bell. Oh, she hit you with a fucking bell. Oh, good deal. Hey.
You're pushing right into me.
No. Hey, you have to crack somebody with a bell when you split their fucking head open.
But this guy was getting beat, and everyone in the street was just looking at him, like not even doing anything about it. So in my opinion, not only should the guy who beat up the kid should be arrested, but everybody there who didn't do anything should also be arrested for not doing anything. That is pathetic. The idea that you're not going to do anything to defend this child who's getting beat. Like the video and the photos are graphic, very graphic, dude. That guy had a ton of stitches. There's blood everywhere. There's a pool of blood on the ground where the guy got beat. So it's just, and no one decided to help this guy out. It's just so stupid. Everyone should go to prison. Every single one of them should go to prison. All of them. There's like 30 of them there. They could have easily stopped that one guy from beating a guy. Held him there. And then wait for the police to get there and arrest him. But they didn't, because the people of love and acceptance are not actually loving and accepting. The video was taken just after the teen's father, who was brutally attacked by another activist in front of the Well Coffee House in Missawa Avenue. Why does every state have like these weird names? Like, I live in New York. I know we have weird names too, but holy smokes. As it was hosting the LGBTQ Center South Bend's annual drag show for kids on Friday. Drag show for kids, everybody. Let's go, dude. Dude, as we all know, children love watching dudes in thongs shake their nuts, dude. They love it. Kids love drag shows. Okay, they love them. Every kid should be mandated to go to a drag show, as we all know. That makes it worse, in my opinion, dude. These guys were beaten at a drag show. In the video, you can see an 18-year-old victim fighting to keep his phone from his hands, as a much larger masked man puts him in a headlock and punches him in the head and face multiple times. So, here's my opinion, okay? If you sexually assault somebody who's underage or physically assault somebody who's underage, death. You should get the death penalty. I don't care. Instantly. And fleeing the scene of the crime, death. That as well. As a victim, like that's so stupid. Why do we let people get away with all these crimes? Like, these crimes are the ones that we let people get away with. But, you know, if you're a 50-year-old who defends himself in a gang assault, or let's say you stopped a robbery from happening in New York City, prison. And you go to prison for months on end. Or I don't know, if your name's Andrew Tate, you just go to jail randomly. It's like the justice system in Romania has a dice that they roll, and if it happens to land on the number that day, their Tates go to prison. Like our justice system's screwed up, and we need to overhaul it indefinitely. And we need to hold the justice system to an actual standard that can't be moved. As the victim attempts to grab his phone from the ground, the assailant attacks the 18-year-old again. Okay, so it's not a child, so I retract my death sentence comment I just made. Eventually, another LGBTQ activist walks up and steals the phone. Whoa! So what we're getting here is that the group of love and acceptance is beating up a kid and stealing the kid's phone. I mean, how do we know? Actually, no. Actually, no. How do we know that they actually stole the phone? Perhaps the LGBTQ advocate was actually trying to take the phone to call 911 himself. I don't know. You can't prove that he didn't. Not yet, at least. No, that's messed up, though. Why are they doing that? This is why I hate... Like, in my opinion, if any rally or protest, I don't care. If you're out rallying and protesting for something like, I don't know, don't kill puppies, I'm automatically against you because you're protesting. Like, you could be protesting against cannibalism. And, you know, I will support cannibalism because you're protesting against it. I hate protests. I hate rallies. They're the most annoying things on the planet. Dude. Especially when these people are doing it. So according to the victim, the father, who RNM, I'm guessing that's the news station that published this, has decided not to name. The 18-year-old was able to get through to 911 dispatch. However, the activist disconnected the call when they got possession of the phone. So that should be a death penalty as well. To prevent a 911 call like that should be death. Like we should actually punish people for crimes. Like, why is this a thing? And everyone who was there that didn't stop this should also be charged. Like, this is stupid. So, Real News has not been able to identify the masked man who attacked the teenager. However, we have positively identified the two assailants who viciously beat the father. So this is where it gets interesting, right? So the person who beat the father are named Tori Moss and Tona Robinson. And these people are radical. Like, these are the most radical people you'll ever meet. So they're both Antifa members, they're friends with Antifa people, which is a big problem. And they post super racist things on Facebook. And they defame people, they gaslight people, they smear people. They post a lot of, like, cops being killed. They post about that all the time. Like, oh, the only good cop's a dead cop. Posts like that. And Robinson has, and her self-identified group of Antifa members historically worked as what they called death escorts. So, and they would go outside of abortion clinics where people would protest, and they would assault people who were protesting against abortion, baby murdering. People who were against babies being murdered, they would assault those kind of people. And they even tried to run over a congresswoman. How they're not in prison already, kind of concerning. Trump has been convicted with 34 felony accounts, and these women are still free on the streets. Just like at a random coffee shop, just like hanging out. What's wrong with our system, dude? Following the Hamas terrorist attack on Israel this past October, where hundreds of women and children were murdered in their beds, Robinson joined Hamas supporters. For now on, if you support Hamas, you're a Nazi. You're a Nazi. You're an actual Nazi because you're literally holding their exact views. Which Hamas's only goal is to wipe out the Jewish population. They've mentioned that multiple times. So if you like Hamas and you're like, oh, pro-Israel, let's go, or if you're pro-Palestine, like free Palestine, you're a Nazi. You're actually a Nazi. And you guys have proved it multiple times that you guys are. People who support Hamas in Palestine are Nazis. They're literal Nazis. And that's not even me saying it. They also say it. So Robinson also openly said that she was happy about the innocent Jews being killed. So yeah, she's literally Adolf Hitler. And it's ironic because later on in the smear campaign, she posts a picture of a guy's shop, which it wasn't his shop actually, it was something else. And said, this guy sells Nazi merchandise. Like, this guy's bad. This guy is a bad person. He sells Nazi merchandise. She posted it on her Facebook. Yet, she thinks that it's okay that innocent Jews are being killed. She literally said that they're openly okay. They were openly happy about innocent Jews being killed. And then she's going to complain about somebody selling Nazi merchandise that he wasn't actually selling. And she knew that he wasn't actually selling it because she made it up. This is disgusting. People like this should go to prison. Like, this is just annoying how people like this are not in prison. Thank you for watching all the way through the end. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, you can tune into my full show to watch all of my episodes early. And as always, God bless.